everybody. I am Lori Cooch, and today I want to talk about, close to my heart, so I'm trying to get my chair up here, latest promotion. It's called Seasons in Motion. This is the Seasons in Motion bundle. I just received it. I have not even opened it. We're going to go through it together. It is item number CC10204. It is $59.95, and you can get it for a limited time. So it kind of piggybacks off of the Creativity in Motion special that we had a month or so ago. So let's see what we have here. I don't know why. This is the Creativity in Motion flyer. So that's interesting. But it's the same kind of premise. So we get this little block of 6x6 stack paper to use on the projects. We get a seasonal border tab stamp set. So it says pull me, ho ho ho, slide me, fa la 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 la, or fa la la, a latte fun, watch this, winter wishes, hello. Got some candy canes and leaves and snowflakes and fun things on there for your pull tab. Then we have the new animated stamps, and this one's the autumn one, and I'm in love with this little Scarecrow. I haven't even seen him yet. I've just seen him online, and I think he's super cute. So we have a heart. It looks like it says grateful. We have the owl sending warm hugs and a coffee cup. Happy harvest. Who loves you to go with the owl and the grateful for the heart. So that's really cute. And then the next one we have is animated holiday cheer. So we have the snowman, looks like a reindeer, some snowflakes, ho ho ho, winter wishes. So a bunch of fun things there. And then we have the animation window thin cuts die. Now I want to tell you a little bit about this. There has been some discussion about this die. Let me take it out. It's really intricate. And so there's been some problems with, some people have had problems with die cutting machines like a Cuttlebug or a Big Shot not cutting it all the way through. And Close to My Heart has tested this on their version of like the Cuttlebug or the Big Shot, and they can only guarantee it in there. So that being said, I'm going to use my Cuttlebug, and we're going to see how well it works or if we have any problems. I also have my Big Shot if we run into problems with the Cuttlebug. So I don't really know why we didn't get different instructions. That's a little strange. So what I'm going to do is click online here and look at one of the pictures that they did, and we're going to go from there. So I'm going to just kind of do what they have done, or what I think they have done, and we're going to wing it. So I want to look through this stack of paper. So I want to do the Scarecrow, because remember I said that's super cute. Now these are all double-sided. It appears there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of each one. So like I said at the beginning, I'm opening this for the very first time with you guys. So we're gonna learn this together. Oh my gosh, look at that green gingham. I think that's the one. I think that's what I have to use. That's cute. So it looks like there's 4 of each piece. And these are all from prior paper packs that we have had. Oh, that's cute. Got some Halloween stuff, some fall, and some leaves. Oh, look at that on the back of that. But I'm gonna use the gingham because I really like that gingham. So let's see. I'm gonna grab a piece of cardstock because we're gonna need that. And it looks like, bear with me as I am trying to, I don't know why there's not instructions. So I think I got maybe a wrong thing. And so I want to make this big so I can see and we don't screw it up. So I'm just screenshotting this on my computer so I can check it out. But I know that cards, our close to my heart cards, are 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll with that. Didn't get big. Can't see it. Okay, it's just not getting big for me. So, how do I want to do this? I'm going to want some different cardstock too. That looks fallish, right? So I'm going to cut this. Well, first, when I don't pre-do these things, you guys, it's crazy. I want to measure this and make sure that we're under the 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, which we are. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this gingham. I'm trying to decide how I want my card to lay. I'm going to cut my gingham to be the 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And then I am going to cut this at 1/4 inch smaller. So instead of 4 1/4, I'm going to go 4. And instead of 5 1/2, I'm going to go 5 1/4. So that will fit like so. And I'm going to put this aside for right now, and we're going to get the die. Now, as we have discussed in prior videos, my magnetic mat is bent, and I'm okay with it. So I'm going to put this down first, and I think I want the lighter. See, that's not going to work. So this has to be the 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. This is how we learn on the fly. So I'm going to set this aside. And cut a new piece. And normally I would have this already all worked out, but We're learning together. Okay. Now this is the moment of truth to see if, and I want, you know what, I want it straight because this is going to go on the card front. So I'm going to just use some washi to hold it in place. And I just do this so that my paper doesn't move when I'm running it through the machine. Should have opened this first. Don't need 2 mats on the bottom of that. And I'm going to run it back through just because this is such a intricate piece and people have had problems. I'm going to run it through a couple of times. Okay, here's the moment of truth. Okay, and it did not. See? So my machine did not work. Well, maybe it did. Hold on. I like things to just pop out on their own. So maybe mine did. It did not. So we're going to try some things. Never fail. We're going to try and make this work because I don't use my Big Shot very much. I just don't. So I'm going to cut another piece of this cardstock at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. But if you want to get the Close to My Heart die cutting machine, you can always. It is a Hostess perk, but I can help you with that. And this die is made to work on that machine. But we're going to do some things. We're going to try and shim it a little bit with something. I had a little rubber thing, but I'm not seeing that now. So I'm going to take a piece of cardstock and I'm going to just cut it. So I'm going to be shimming it up with a little extra thickness. And this is just from my scrap pile. And I'm going to put it underneath here. Is it enough? I don't know. We'll see. And if it doesn't work, then I will grab my Big Shot paper. You gotta put the paper on. And we will try it with that. So the reason I'm doing this way is because I don't want you to buy this die and then have problems with it in your Cuttlebug. So I wanted to make sure that you were aware of the reports on this and how we're going to work around it. So hopefully it works this time because I really like this. I think they're so fun. Maybe. So let's see if putting the shim in there helped. So it didn't. And okay, here's what people don't understand, that this is so intricate. There's all these little columns. So you have to, can you see? They're going to make these little lines. And so it has to get in there and it has to cut it, and it's not. So let's grab the Big Shot. So I have this and these, and I don't use my Big Shot very much because it's put in the closet because it's so big. Look at how big that is. And we need another piece of cardstock. Holy cow. So much stuff. Normally, I absolutely would have had all this pre-done so you wouldn't be witnessing the failure. But I think it's important. That you see it and know that you could have this possibility as well. Okay. So I don't use this Big Shot very often. So let's pop this out. Let's see how we do it. So it says Thinlits is this way. So I'm going to put this on here. And you know, and I think just having the flat platform may help a lot, because my magnetic mats are pretty bent up. And somebody had said, oh, Amazon. I looked, they didn't have any. Not the magnetic ones, anyway. I don't really know. Oh, you know what? I just did that wrong. See, I'm telling you, I don't use this. So this goes on here, like so. And then this goes down. And then this. And then the one on top. All right, let's hope for the best, because I don't have any other cutting device. And I'm not seeing that I don't think it's cutting enough. So I want to shim this up. And I'm going to do that before, and say, I don't want to move it. Oh, I just took it off, so there we go. It did the same thing. It didn't cut all the way through all these pieces. So now we cut another one. I was trying to do that without having to cut another one. It's okay. We have nothing but scrap paper. and quite the collection of stuff all over my desk. So let me cut one over here real quick. I'm going to tape it down again. And then I'm going to find something to put in there as a shim, because I definitely need a little more thickness, but nothing too thick. So let's see what I can find. Ooh, is this it? I do. I have this little rubber mat. Never used it. Is it too thick? Is it going to work? I really don't know. Could be too thick. Might work perfect. Again, no idea. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it here underneath where I'm wanting to cut. And let's see if that makes it, oh, holy cow, super thick. Too thick? Maybe. So I can't get that through. And my paper moved. So, here's what we're going to do. This plate opens, and you'll see that this is much thinner than this. So I'm going to just open this up one time, and then try and run it through. Just making it work. Maybe. This could be it, guys. This could be the magic combination. I see things. I see things happening. So, oh yes, that was it. I think that did it. So using the Big Shot. Oh, yes. Okay, we'll come back to that. So using the Big Shot, I opened up the extended platform. I put a thick rubbery mat on there and then my cutting plates and ran it through, and we have a cut. So I did all the work. Now you know. Okay. So I'm going to get all this out of the way. My room was pretty clean till I got in here tonight. Now I got look, it worked. It worked, it worked. So excited. Okay. So I don't know. I really wish that there was instructions. Because there's no instructions. We're winging it. So I know that this piece is what's going to allow our motion. It's gonna, I need to cut a cardstock to slide in and out of here. So here comes the white cardstock. And I'm gonna go 4 inches. And I'm gonna stick this here, and that's gonna be plenty wide. So if that's 4 inches, and I may have to trim this down, totally, well, I won't because it's going to cut it. So if I go 4 by 4.5. And since we already have this doodad out here, we'll just use it. I don't believe we're going to need the rubber mat. This is a pretty basic cut. It's not very detailed. Probably should use my Big Shot more. Then I would be better at using it. Okay, so now we have that. And we are done with this. So what's going to happen is this is going to slide in and out of here. So we need to stamp on here, but we also need to know how this is going to sit. And it has to be raised up a little bit so that you can get that slide motion really good. So I'm going to just take some foam tape and I don't want it to be too wide, so I think I need the narrow one, and of course I don't have one here. Of course I don't. All right, we will use our little, oh, right there, there's a one. Ask and you shall receive. Yeah, it's gotta go that way. Now you don't want to put foam tape all the way around your square because you need the side to be open. So you don't want to foam tape there. And I'm not doing it consistent all the way down because it's just kind of a waste of tape. You don't need that much. And I am going to go here. But I'm not, well, I am, but I'm not. So just see what I'm going to do. I don't know. Ideally, this is going to slide like this. So I'm going to put a little bit of foam tape right here. And I don't want it to fall down because that would be bad. So I'm going to just put a little piece. And see, I got this one. I'm going to see if I can move this. I don't think I can. Ooh, maybe. Sweetness. Okay. So I don't want this to fall down when my card is just sitting there. So I'm going to put a piece of foam tape here to just hold it in place. not on it. It's still going to be able to slide, but it's going to be as a stopper. Okay. Now, I already told you I'm in love with these little scarecrows, so that's what I'm going to do, is get the Scarecrow. And I probably should have stamped this before I put stuff on the back of it, but oh, live and learn. We're learning on the fly. Welcome to my crazy. Brand new stamp. You just kind of want to stamp it on your hands, pre-stamp it, stamp it off, do something, because there's chemicals on there. You want to get that off so you can get a cleaner stamped image. Now I'm going to use my intense black. You can use black. I have pigment ink black. I'm just going to use the intense black because it's really bold, and I just want to make sure that I get all of my Scarecrow in there. Oh my gosh, he's so stinking cute. Now the trick with these is you'll see the lines on the Scarecrow, and they work with the lines on the on here. So you want it to be straight up and down. So as straight up and down as you can get it, you'll get more motion, the motion effect on your card. How cute is he? So when we look at him. So now I need to figure out how I'm going to stamp Happy Harvest on here, because I put the foam tape and I shouldn't have. Oh, and I need to stamp the pull. What do we want it to say? Slide me, watch this, winter wishes, hello, pull me. None of those really work with the snowman guy. So let's just do pull me. We need to put that on there. Again, I need my black ink. And stamp that on there. Now the other thing I'm going to have to stamp is my Happy Harvest, and I really don't know what I'm going to stamp that on yet, because I have some options. I can cut this. Ooh, see how we have the two colors? That could be really cute. I could stamp it and make it, you know, like dog ear it. So yeah, because I'm using the lighter than the darker, so it's going to give it a little oomph. So yeah, I'm going to do that. So Happy Harvest. I need a measure. And I've lost my little ruler. Oh no, there it is. So from here to here is about 1.5 inches. So I'm going to go if I go an inch, we'll be good. So I'm going to cut this at 1 inch wide. And then I'm just going to, well, make sure it's not too wide, which it is. So it's supposed to be 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So if I cut this at 4 inches, and then I'm going to take, you guys must think I am a total spaz because I kind of am. I'm going to do the Happy Harvest. In the black. This card is so cute. I just love these animation things. I'm in love with them. And I'm going to try and just center that on there, just eyeballing it so that I can dovetail it. Had scissors sitting here. There they are. There. Little banner. I do need card base. And I just use the close to my heart card bases. So what I'm going to do is this little, I'm going to just put this on the card base. And then I'm going to put this on there. You know, and I should add, with this die, Close to My Heart didn't set out to make it only work in their machine. That's just the machine they tested it in. They can't test other companies' products to make sure that they work the way they want them to. I mean, I guess they could, but no one does that. But we figured out how to make it work in the Big Shot. So I'm going to puff this up a little bit. I will put links to everything that I used, and if I can find where I got that green rubber thing, I will put a link to that too. I honestly have no idea where it came from. Could be a Cricut thing, could be something that I got with my Big Shot. I honestly don't know, you guys. I'm sorry. And then we just slide in our Scarecrow, and look, isn't he adorable? I love him. The Scarecrow guy is my favorite. So that is how they work. And like I said, the straight lines on here have to be lined up with the straight lines on the stamp to get the motion set. And Barbara, because you called me last night and asked about these, I hope you're watching. I hope this answered your questions, and I hope I didn't scare you away with all my crazy at the beginning trying to make it cut. If you do end up being interested in the Close to My Heart die cutting machine, just pop me a message either on Facebook or here on Instagram or YouTube or wherever, and I will tell you how to go about getting one of the Close to My Heart die cutting machines. So again, this is the Seasons in Motion, and it is this is the bundle set that I just showed you. It is $59.95. It retails for $85.75, and it is only available for a limited time. So if you want that, pop on over to the website. There are links below. And if you liked this video and my kind of crazy, which is not always crazy, please click subscribe, and then you'll get notified every time I place a new video. Try to do that once a week. I'm not going to spam you with a bunch of things every single day. And then if there's something you want to learn or you have any questions, just pop me a message, and I'm really good at getting back to the comments on the YouTube channel here or in my private messages. So thanks for watching. I hope you have a wonderful evening, and get this set because it's adorable. Have a good night.